Welcome to Jay by the Bay. It's a pleasure to bring you episode 2 of this awesome podcast. I'm Andrew J, and if football's your thing, you're in the right place. Every episode, we're diving into the latest NFL and college football news, discussing the stories that matter most, taking a closer look at what's happening around the sport we all love. From trades to draft talk, from recruiting news to game analysis, we'll break it all down right here. Football news, football conversations, football year round. But before we get into it today, I wanted to welcome my brother Blair Cologne. Brosive, thank you for co-hosting today's show, man. It's great to have you on.
It's great to be on. I wanted to give a quick thanks to you, bro. We've been friends since seventh grade, maybe even before. We lived around the corner from each other. Every day, I remember we talked sports, talked movies, continued our friendship through high school, even to now. Um, Even though you're not in Ohio anymore, you're in Tampa Bay area. We're still holding it down in Ohio for you. So I wanted to thank you, bro, because this has been a dream of ours for since we were in high school,
I mean, it,
since we were in Mr. Dro's class, talking about maybe doing a radio thing as a school project. Uh, so thank you, man, for bringing me on because I wouldn't be able to do it right now with you if you didn't do it. And huge shout out to you, man, because you're making your dreams come true, bro. And I'm so proud of you. I also wanted to
no,
thank. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
no, man. I was just no. I mean, I just no. It's, of course, man. It's. I mean, we've been talking about this forever. I mean, it's like you said, Mr. Dro's, radio and TV, man. That was like 16 years ago. You believe that?
And if Mr. Droz is listening, he'd be proud. He'd be like, "Look at
I,
my two students go!" Like, you
I
got Uncle
know.
Blair and Uncle Drew just chilling and talking sports like we were doing back then. Um,
But yeah. My bad though, man. You keep
Yo,
going, man.
you're good, bro. I wanted to thank my family too because they've always pushed me to do what I want to do. They've never told me I can't do something. Anytime I said I wanted to try something or I wanted to do something with my life, they were like, "Do it, just do it." And last, I want to thank my kids. I have three beautiful boys that I hope one day they get to listen to this podcast. And when you asked me to do it, I immediately said yes because I want to do the same thing my family is doing for them. I want them to know that whatever your dream is, whatever you want to do, you can do. And if you surround yourself with the people that just want to do that with you and have positive stuff going with you, you have a positive group around you, anything can happen. So just thank my family, thank my kids, thank you, bro, because I'm super excited. And I know from episode 2 to when we do episode 100, it's going to be amazing every episode. And we're just going to have a blast talking sports every day, like we already do.
Dude, that's, I mean, absolutely. I mean, that's all we're doing right now too, is we're just talking, man, talking sports like it was about time that, I mean, we always talked about it. Like we're talking like draft talks, all that stuff.
Yep.
That's like, I mean, I remember, dude, I think the first draft we watched together, I mean, I would always watch them, but dude, I think it was the '06 draft, just
Yeah.
with Reggie Bush. Can you believe that? That's
And
how,
I
that
literally
makes me feel
remember
old.
I remember seeing the Under Armour commercial and you're like, dude, if that doesn't get you hyped. And I'm like, who the hell is that though? And you're like, you don't know who Vernon Davis is? I'm like, Vernon who? You're like, that's Vernon Davis, bro. And I'm like, Andrew, like, I don't know who Vernon Davis is. So now we just talk draft every day. We were talking draft last night. We were like, oh, third round, second round pick. I don't know who we go with.
Well, that's the thing, man. We were talking. I mean, we were talking about this past draft like not too long ago. It's like we're already talking about next year's draft already. That's just what we do. It's like,
Or we talk like our greatest sports dilemmas and blemishes in Cleveland. And we're like, oh, we're really gonna talk about this, and then we got to get back to something positive. Like I don't want to keep talking about that. My heart it already hurts enough.
my heart's always hurting, man. It's tough being a Browns fan.
For sure, bro.
But yo, man, let's get in the first topic. Uh, I see you got the Buckeye shirt on, so
Oh
let's
yeah,
lead off with that, man. Jet, you see with Jet Harrison,
I
Marvin
did.
Harrison's
I did.
his
I was
brother.
shocked when I saw it, and you brought up an interesting thing, saying, "Are are we now wide receiver you?" And I started thinking about that for the last couple of days. And I'm going to ask you, do you think that we're now considered wide receiver U, or we've always been wide receiver U? And after you give me your answer, I'm going to give you a couple wide receivers that you might have forgot that we even had. Because to me, I have an answer on if we're wide receiver U or not. But I want to hear what you say first, and then I'll give you when I was looking at everything, what I found.
I mean, I hope you have time, man. Well, I mean, all right. So Jet Harrison, he's the number two recruit, 2028. Not even next
Yeah.
year. That's
Yeah.
2028. They already got
Yep.
him locked up. You obviously got Chris Henry Jr. He signed this year. He's number one recruit this year. He's probably looking to
Yep.
be the number three on the team.
Yep.
So I mean, he'll get plenty of reps this year. He'll probably be the number one next year. Uh, can't forget Jeremiah Smith. I mean,
Yep.
without a doubt, I think he's arguably the best in all of college football. He'll be a
Yeah.
top five pick next,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
27 draft. But and I mean, the 24 national championship as a true freshman, game clinching catch. I mean, but yeah, and then you got Jameer Brown, homegrown out of Dayton. He's good. I mean, he's like the number
Yeah.
two receiver recruit next year. They got him
Yep.
locked up for next year. I mean, a lot could change, but he's still supposed to be coming here. And then you got that, I might be saying his name wrong, but Monsoon Sales. He's
Yep.
out of Indianapolis. He's crystal ball to go to Indiana because he's out of
Yeah.
Indianapolis. But he hasn't made a decision yet, and Ohio State is one of his top three selections as of right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that. Can't forget Brandon Ennis, who's still on the squad. People forget he was actually the number five wide receiver recruit in the 23
Yeah.
class. He's the number three receiver on this team right now.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's the thing. Like people, and when you ask me, are they wide receiver you look at the names that they have now, obviously, and you look at the teams previous. I would say when the national championship switched from just one game to the playoff format, you look at those teams like Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba, uh, Terry and McLaurin, like those Garrett Wilson. I even forgot. I was like, oh my God, Garrett Wilson. Like he was no scrub for Ohio State. And when you're
hey,
like,
dude, yeah,
are
him and Olave, man. I
yeah,
mean, like,
and you
you get two number ones.
Olave, like Olave was incredible. And you say like, are we wide receiver you now? I would say we've always been wide receiver you because even if you go before that, Terry Robisky, Ted Ginn Jr., Joey Galloway, Brian Hartline. I mean, Chris Carter. Like people will just throw away that name. You know what I mean? Like, and I remember Chris even said something like talking about Jeremiah Smith. He's like, "Hey, man, like you're forgetting about me." And I mean, when I went back and looked at those names, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, I think Ohio State's always been wide receiver U, but the thing that is different now is the way the game is played. The wide receiver is more the dominant figure. And Ohio State's always been known for running backs and defense. And then the wide receiver just kind of gets like, brushed to the side. But those wide receivers that we have go on and have amazing careers. I mean, I get Michael Thomas injury bug got bit by him, or he was bit by the injury bug. And it sucks for him. I was a huge Michael Thomas fan. I think Garrett Wilson has a chance. I think he's just with the Jets, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen there. But if Garrett Wilson was in any other team, you're talking about a guy that would be dominant. Same with Chris Olave. Like I wanted when there were rumors circulating that maybe the Browns would go after him. I was praying that we would get Chris Olave, praying because the dude is incredible. And you look at Jackson Smith and Jigba with Seattle finally getting his chance with a quarterback. I just think Ohio State's always been the wide receiver U. We've just had other talent that kind of uh, tops that. So then you just forget about it a little bit.
See, that's the thing. I mean, you brought up, you think it was always running backs. I think it was always balanced. It's just because they had such stud running backs as well.
Yeah.
That could be another, I mean, that's a completely another discussion too. But yeah, I mean, I think it's always just been balanced. Though they've never always had the best, quarterbacks throwing to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But as of recent, they've been, branching out. They've been recruiting out of Ohio. Actually, I really couldn't even tell you the last time. I think it was a, quarterback out of Ohio that was, QB1 for Ohio State. It was
Yeah.
probably, I think it was Justin Zwick
Yeah. Yeah.
out of Massillon, and I could be wrong, but yeah, I think it's been balanced, but no, like you said, I mean, and I think we didn't even mention David Boston, Terry
Oh
Glenn,
my
those
gosh,
names.
David Boston. I completely forgot about David Boston.
David Boston was the guy that remember him and Charles Woodson when Woodson was at Michigan
Yeah.
where they were slugging it out.
Yep.
That's yeah, David Boston, man. That was a guy who was a tight end playing receiver.
And it's
But
just it's crazy that those names you say those names and on their teams, like you said, it was so balanced that there were just so many other guys around them, and just the philosophy of those teams was different than the philosophy of teams that we have now. But like even on this team, there's like you said, there's balance. Our running backs are still great. Our defense is top notch. And it just feels like every time one team is going away to the draft, you just have all these guys that are ready to go. They're just next guy up. And they could even be freshmen. And you're like, oh my gosh, this guy is clear cut. And then it makes it hard to even say, like, well, was this team better than the last team that we had? Was this team better than the last national championship team? It makes it fun to be an Ohio State fan.
well, that's the thing too. I mean, I mean it's almost like it's like the next guy up. But I love the guys that like stick it out. Like you don't want
Yep.
the competition. Well, look,
Yep.
Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, they never. I mean, Garrett Wilson was the number one, but Chris Olave was, just as productive. So even though he wasn't the quote unquote number one, I mean, they bought into it. So the guys
Yeah.
that buy into it, and look, it was rewarding. They
Yeah.
went back to back picks in the draft. It helped out.
Yeah.
So you stick it out with the competition. And,
And
that's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, you have, you got Jameer Brown next year, and then you got Jet Harrison in 2 years in 2028. They might not do their whole career at Ohio State, but that's the
right.
thing. They they love it that much that they know that this is the place. Ohio State is the place
Yep.
to where they're gonna, they're just gonna elevate their game.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll see, man. I mean, but yeah, I probably would have dabbed them wide receiver U. I mean, it's tough to go back, back to the 90s. I mean, we had
Yeah.
there's such great Buckeyes. But I would have crowned Ohio State wide receiver U probably at least the last 3 years. I
Oh,
think
absolutely.
I think they officially crowned themselves, and it could change, moving forward. But as of right now, they're wide receiver U to me.
And what's crazy is we're getting these recruits without Brian Hartline being the one getting these recruits because he was going out and getting a lot of wide receivers,
Oh
bringing
yeah,
them in, and now we don't even have him. And I remember that was the big thing was Chris Johnson Jr. going to come here because we don't have Brian Hartline, and he bought in still. He was like, I'm still going to come. I'm still going to
yeah,
come
Chris Henry
to
Jr. Yeah,
yeah, Chris Henry Jr. My bad, but it's like that's crazy that they still bought in and they're like, "Yep, coming here." And then Marvin Harrison talked his brother into going to Ohio State. It's like, I mean, the proof's right there. Like, we just keep bringing these talented guys in, and
well,
it's
and then
awesome. Without go ahead.
no, and that's the thing. Like every year they keep saying that like this guy's the next big thing. Remember, Marvin Harrison Jr. was. I remember everybody's like, he's the greatest. He's the greatest receiver that they've ever had. And then Jeremiah Smith just comes in and does his
out
thing
of
as a true
out of
freshman.
nowhere, bro. Like
But
his first game, you were just like, this kid is special. Like this kid is not a freshman. There's no way he's a freshman. And he was going out there just dominating people. Double coverage, it didn't matter. You just threw the ball to him and he was getting it every single time.
see ball, get ball, man.
Exactly.
But man, let's switch some gears here. You're kind of bringing up the Browns a little bit. You see the stuff with Johnny
I did.
Foosball.
Of course. I mean, you can't be in Cleveland and it feels like you can't go now like a month without him saying something. And
He can't keep the Browns out of his mouth, man.
it doesn't make any sense to me. You watch the documentary and you they painted him in a way where you want to feel bad for him, but then he comes on and does something like this and you're like, man, like we if you forget Johnny, we made your jersey number 1. We made it number 1. I I'm one of the people. As soon
You
as he
still got
was
the jersey?
drafted, I it's in my basement right now. I can't get rid of that damn thing. It swear I almost put it on for this, but I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't do it. But I remember as soon as he was drafted, I went out with my friends. I was living in Kent State at the time. We were all doing the money sign like this. We were telling everybody we're gonna sign autographs for people. You and me went to a game where Johnny wasn't even starting and the stadium was chanting, Johnny, Johnny, we want Johnny. So like why are you gonna take it out on the city, man? What did we do as the city to you?
It's just
You
well,
chose.
he clearly has a lot of growing up still to do. It's yeah, because what did he said something like he's rooting for 0-16 season moving
Yeah.
forward. Is he's like there's no he's like it's all
You're
all
losers.
love is
You've
what.
all yeah, you're losers. You've always been losers in a town of losing. It's like, really, bro? Like, I mean, you
Well,
controlled some of that losing there, my friend.
and
Like,
all of it because it's what all this the rumors are like all this stuff like when he was here it's all resurfacing because he
yeah,
was getting
it's finally
he's
coming
what.
out.
Well, it's like he's talking about what was it Tony Grossi
Yeah.
Tony Grossi gets under everybody's skin because he asks all the questions that none of the reporters want to ask. He got under Baker's skin because of that when
Yeah.
Mayfield was there. But yeah, he said he was disheveled and inebriated coming to the facility. I mean, was he wrong? No. I mean, his heart wasn't into it. You saw that
No.
documentary. That documentary came out a couple of years back where his what was it? Ray Farmer was saying it's like he
Yeah.
was talking about his agent. He's like, dude, his iPad is logged at zero point 0.0 hours, and he's like,
They were
no,
e-
dude, he's
they were even shocked in that documentary. I remember they said that they were shocked that the Browns even wanted to see him in a tryout or a workout. And he came to the workout hungover. So it's like, bro, like you're doing all this, you're saying all this, and you're just taking it out on the city. I get it. You can have all the ill intention, all the ill will that you want for the team. I get it. You can be mad. Even though I and everyone else will say that you had part of it. Majority of the part of the losing here. But to
yeah,
take it
yeah.
out on fans and take it out on Tony Grossi, come on, man. That's just that's so immature. And
I
it
mean, it
makes me
is. He's
it makes me mad that I was even a fan of his because then it's like he's just an immature child. And the documentary to me painted him that way. That he's an immature child.
and then he's the one that wanted to do the documentary. And nobody told him that yeah, he had to do that. But yeah, it's just when he was here, man. It's just nobody crapped on him. Nobody.
No.
Okay, that's the media. Go to any any media market. Go to all of them. They're going to do the same thing. If he would have went to Pittsburgh, it would have been the same thing. If he would have came down here to Tampa Bay, it would have been the same exact thing. It's just I don't know where it's coming from. It's just there's nothing
And
happened. It's the city stood behind him.
exactly. I mean, you had LeBron behind you.
They did the McDonald's commercial
He
together.
was boys with LeBron. So it's like I, I don't get it. Like you're Johnny Football, you had the NCAA like this. It was in the palm of your hands. Everything was set up for you. No one wanted you to come to the NFL and just be terrible. It was like quite the contrary. Like you had major sports networks saying like, "No, we want Johnny to get the chance to play. We want him to play." Like no one was rooting on you to lose. No Cleveland fan was sitting here going, "Well, I hope Johnny just doesn't try." Or no, we wanted that Texas A&M Magic Johnny to come here, and the city was excited, and it shows when you're not even on the team yet, and your jersey sells out. The jersey was just completely gone. You couldn't get it
Oh,
because that's his popularity. So like it blows my mind sometimes. And I mean, we're gonna talk about another guy that there's times where you as your brand, I get it. You got to be the outspoken, be your brand. But then there's times where I'm just like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me uh, for a team sport to put your brand above someone else. LeBron is his brand, but LeBron isn't sitting there when he's on the Lakers or on the Cavs or on the Heat, putting his brand above them. He is all about that team. And for like Johnny and other guys, it blows my mind that
I mean,
they're them
yeah,
first.
that's the thing. It's well, and it was remember it was it the 2015 season where he was out because I think it was concussion protocol where he went to Vegas where he
Yeah.
made the fake name, put the disguise on, and then someone
Yeah.
the sports media recognized him.
Yeah. With
It's
the worst disguise ever known to man.
he's just I have no idea. But yo, going on the you see all the stuff with Brandon Ayuk though too. The Brandon
I
Ayuk
did. I
shenanigans, I
did.
keep calling it.
It's And then I want to say either last night or the day before, Jaden Daniels sent him or put on his social media 100% no. So it's like you're doing these antics. You're throwing money on the ground. I don't understand what that means when you're just throwing dumping money on the ground. And you're bad mouthing the 49ers and you're claiming like, "Yep, I'm gonna go to the Commanders 100%. It's guarantee I'm a Commander." Dude, like you haven't played, and you think that a team that's up and coming is gonna bring that into their locker room and just interject and you're ready to go? To me, it just makes no sense.
Well, he's just yeah, he's just acting completely foolish. He's literally I don't know what his end game is. He's literally just digging himself into a hole and just making him unsignable. But yeah, no, it's Jaden Daniels. He didn't even say anything like that, especially not out in the open. The only thing that Jaden Daniels did was I believe he just texted him or messaged him, just completely private, and just said, you know, this is my team. This is how it's going to go. And he just took that the wrong way. And then instead of just keeping that private he had to say it out to the world for everybody to hear it. And yeah, it was just whatever. And so he decided to unfollow everybody except for I think his wife, still following the Commanders, but he unfollowed Jaden Daniels. So he's clearly I don't know what's going on. It's continuing that whole thing about wide receivers being divas, but it's like I said again,
And
it's talent. The talent is there, but why would you want that? Like, I don't know why you'd want that type of guy in your locker room
it
because you don't know how long it's going to last.
it makes me happy that the Browns did not go get him because I remember when they were circulating like, "Hey, maybe go get a wide receiver like that," and we went with Jerry
Cooper,
Judy, who
Cooper in a second
is
rounder of the
yeah,
rumors.
and Jerry Judy is in himself a whole nother battle, a whole nother battle with us. But man, I'm so happy that we didn't go get that because you just can't do that. Like if you're trying to build something sustainable long term, I don't understand any team being like, we're gonna go out and take a chance on that. And like you said, you're making it to the point where you're unsignable. And he
Well,
fired
that's the
his
thing.
agent, so he has no one
Yeah,
else that's there to tell him as well, like, hey, dude, stop. Like, we're not
well,
getting
that's
any
the
calls
thing.
on you.
Yeah, he has nobody. I mean, there's nobody representing him. I think as of last Friday. Well, that's yeah. I mean, for a lack of a better word, that's he would be a cancer to the locker room. That's I mean. It's just not worth it. He's barely played the last 2 years. He didn't play last year, and he played about half of the season the year before that.
And
So I mean,
and
we haven't seen
I
anything
mean,
since 23.
I was gonna say the last time I remember him at all being relevant, Debo was still there with him. So you think that you're gonna go to the Commanders and they're gonna try and make a run. They got a nice young team and they're going to bring in someone who's older, an older wide receiver. They're going to take the chance on you, but you're doing this. Like, and you're not even, like you said to me the one day, it'd be different if he's making videos of him working out, catching catches, doing the spectacular catches, showing he's still got it. It reminds me of like Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham was kind of an afterthought when he left Cleveland. And everyone was like, you don't know if he still got it because it was a lot of talk. And I think that when he went to the Rams and in that Super Bowl, he got the injury. I mean, you can argue he was on his way to making an MVP run in that Super Bowl. He was dominating. And that kind of
Got a touchdown that
resurged
game.
him. Yeah. And then, I mean, and this is where I'll give Odell Beckham some credit that maybe something in his head changed a little bit from all about ODB. When he got that injury in halftime, they told him, like, you're not going to be able to play. He said he wasn't going to go back out, he was going to stay in the locker room. But then he's like, I can't do that to this team, to this organization. I need to go back out on that sideline. And then they showed him on the sideline. And he said that he went out there to support his team. Even though it killed him, he couldn't play, but he went out there to support his team. Like that's the type of stuff you can be your own brand. Odell Beckham is his own brand, but you're putting the team above your brand for the better. And I just don't think Brandon Ayuk has that. And if he does, he's not showing it. He's not showing it right now.
No, no, and I mean at this point, I mean if I were an NFL GM, no matter if I'm getting them, you know, on the bargain, I don't want any part of that. I mean, it would have to be extreme. Like it would have to be
Yeah.
midseason. Everybody's hurt. I'm bringing guys up from the practice squad, and I would have to be a contender at that point to
I
like
was going to
really
say, I
commit.
don't even know if you're a losing team and all your guys are hurt and you're bringing up young talent. I don't understand why you would bring in an older wide receiver. It be, I mean, even if you're making a run and you got a couple of injuries, do you take the chance on Brandon
That's
Ayuk
the that's
in
the
the
thing though.
playoffs when it's the
That's the
most
thing.
important games? Like,
He's not even an older quarterback or receiver though. He's 28, man. This is his prime, and he's just pissing away everything. So I really don't know. But I
I
mean,
I don't know either. Hey, I'll never wish ill on anyone. I'll never wish bad on them. So I hope somehow, some way, someone gets to him and is like, "Yo, man, like let's do this the right way." Because the guy was talented. He was talented, but I just think there's a way you go about things. I've always been one to say like the way you leave shows your character more, and this is just it just shows horrible character.
it's
And I don't know the guy. We don't know the guy. He could be the best guy ever, but man, when you're out there putting it out there for the world to see, it's kind of hard to not judge you on that.
oh, it's I mean, it's definitely out there. I mean, it's out there for everybody to see.
Yeah,
But yeah, speaking of everybody seeing stuff, you've been following the Terrion Arnold situation.
a little bit, not as much as everyone else has. The court case that they released that footage, I saw that, and I was shocked. But the judge said something that made complete sense, and I said it to you. The world is going to know what he does before even he does.
Oh
So
yeah,
if
well, you got a
he's,
spotlight. You got a spot. I mean,
yeah,
you're basically on a pedestal.
yeah. If he's late to practice, if he doesn't show up, if he's not where he's supposed to be, he's gonna know before even the judge is gonna know, or
Oh
the
yeah.
world is gonna know. It's gonna be there for everyone. So I I I was shocked that the judge did it, but then when the judge said that, I was like, wow, it makes a lot of sense. That it makes it easy for them.
Well, what helped it out is so Saban and I guess so him and what is it? Terrion Arnold and Saban's wife. They I guess they have a good, like a strong connection. But that's so Saban actually wrote the letter to the judge.
Oh wow.
And that actually, yeah. So he posted bail for $1 million last Monday, so a week ago. But one of the things that his attorney pitched, which is attorney Steinberg or something, some big hotshot from Denver. So he's a really good attorney. I looked into that a little bit, but so supposedly three teams are heavily interested in him, and his attorney said that he'll basically be on the team within 30 days. So that was the whole thing about, he can't have a tracking device because he
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to report to training camp, all that stuff. So, I mean, I really don't know. I I thought for sure, we don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. He might be out for the season, but according to what his attorney's saying, he's gonna be playing football week one. And I mean, I would be shocked because what is that saying? I mean, and I said on the previous episode, I'm sure Terrion Arnold's a very nice guy. I saw on Instagram he's a man of God. He's religious,
Yeah.
and that's not to say that people like that can't do bad stuff. But I think doing this is really just an example of just sweeping stuff under the carpet and just basically like, oh, that's okay. You got money. You say the right thing. It's okay. You could do that again. I mean, this is some serious stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
supposedly there's a lot of evidence, like he's on FaceTime
Yeah.
orchestrating the stuff. Like he wasn't present when they did all the kidnapping and that, but he was
Yeah.
the main kingpin. He was the main culprit. So
It's it's crazy that the NFL will be like, all right, we're gonna let you play, but then they're not gonna do the supplemental draft for the quarterback. And
for
and I
Brandon
get,
Thorsby,
yeah, and I get bring the hammer down, make an example, and we don't want it to happen again. But then this is the problem because it's like you have this guy who did something clearly wrong. And you're kind of like you said, you're brushing it under the rug, like, all right, you're almost protected by the shield because you're already under the shield. And Sorsby, you're not under the shield yet, you're coming in. So you're gonna get your punishment, and then next draft you get to come in. If I'm Sorsby, I'm going like, hey man, this is crazy. I get it. I gambled, shouldn't have done it, but that's gambling. We're talking about kidnapping. We're talking about
the wrong
kidnapping,
person,
and you know what I
the
mean?
wrong
Like,
people.
yeah,
It's the
like
wrong people.
this is this is wild. That like you bring the hammer down on this kid. He made a dumb, stupid mistake. He made a dumb mistake, and I mean the gambling in any sports, it's getting bad. It's getting crazier. You see NBA players getting charged with it, and
Well,
it's yeah,
Jonte Porter, Michael
yeah,
Porter Jr.'s brother. They
yeah,
That's when I actually started becoming a little bit of an Adam Silver fan because I'm like, all right,
yeah,
that's something that he needs to do. He's not listening to all the
yeah,
outside noise, and he just now. My only thing is, okay, that was Jonte Porter. Nothing against Jonte Porter, but he's not anybody say like a Russell Westbrook. Like if
yeah.
Russell Westbrook did that, would they have did the same thing to him, like ban him for life? Probably not. But I mean,
I mean, and it's just like you gotta figure out where the lines are. And to me in the NFL, like bring the hammer down to make it so it doesn't happen. But then it's like, holy shit, this kid did this and this one did this, and the punishments just don't fit the crimes to me. Like it just blows my mind. And then if he's gonna there's three teams that are looking at him, and if he plays week one, that's I don't even know. I don't even know where you go from there. Cause then it's like, well, what punishment fits, or what action fits for a suspension? Because then you could argue that every player that has something after that, any type of legal situation can go, but you didn't do anything to this guy. This guy is signed with a new team, practicing, playing week one, but you want to suspend me for 3 weeks because I don't know, maybe I got a DUI or something like that. You know, it I think they got to do some cleaning up of that. They really
oh,
do.
I mean, for sure. But yeah, I mean, and I haven't heard any rumors, but I mean, I was looking at teams that might make sense. You got Dallas. They cut Trevon Diggs, who was huge on him coming out of Bama. I remember I thought he was a top 10 pick, and then they got him in the the early second round. But they did sign Kobe Durant, and then they drafted Devin Moore, Florida, who's a big body corner. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. So I mean, you got Dallas, the Jets. He'd be reunited with Aaron Glenn, who he was with in Detroit, and then was it New Orleans? Could play on the opposite side of Kool-Aid McKinstry, who he was teammates with Alabama. So I mean, there's a couple of teams, but yeah, like I said, his attorney's expecting him to be with the team within 30 days. So
That's crazy.
I guess before August. So I mean, we'll see how it unfolds.
Yeah.
I said, on the last episode, I said I think it was going to get a lot worse before it got better for him, for him. But we'll see. I mean, if his attorney could get him out of this, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think you'll start seeing his name pop up all over for people that actually need, they're running into trouble with, with the law.
Oh my gosh.
Well, man, let's end the show on a high note. I was talking about Chris Johnson last week, with his ALS
Yeah.
diagnosis,
Yeah.
but not saying that's the high note, but basically just I think we could take a lot from that. I know
I
that kind of
agree.
resonated with you a lot,
Oh
but
yeah. I was sitting there when I listened to your podcast. I was like, man, if that dude doesn't, from what he's saying, if he doesn't give you some sort of positivity, Chris Johnson, and make you think about like the things that are going in your life, because we've all been tired. We've all been uh, had something that we want to do, and you're just like, I'm not gonna do it. I just don't have the motivation. I don't have it today. And it could be something as small as going to the gym. But when you hear him say like, this took away part of me, but didn't take away Chris Johnson, man, I sat there
that's
and I was
deep.
like, it was so deep. I have 3 kids. I love being able to wrestle around with them. I love taking them to the beach. I love just even holding them. And if that got taken away from me, I don't know the type of person I would be to have that. And for him to be like, it's not gonna change me. I'm still this person. Man, his family, all the love goes to them. All shouts goes to them because that's incredible. That is truly incredible. And I hope that the NFL does something for him. And I don't want something small where like we're just talking to him or we're putting something on a jersey for him. Do something real for this guy because he's still around. That's the type of guy that should be out in front of the shield. Like, this is what we're about. This guy right here. And man, I hope Tennessee does something for him
Oh, they will.
because, like, the
I would
dude
bank on it.
just the just the positivity that he sends out. I think everybody could listen to it and take something from it because
And that's the thing, the
it's
positivity.
incredible.
I mean, I don't want to like. I mean, it was when I saw the interview with Michael Strahan on Good Morning America. I don't want to horrified is that's the wrong word, but like I was like, holy, I'm like it's that progressed that much,
Yeah,
and just how like it was very uplifting. I literally like I had like a bunch of things on my mind. Like I was just like, basically like what, nothing's going my way right now. It's like
yeah,
I'm like it's like man, am I being selfish or what? Like it's great. Like it was making me emotional too. I was just
yeah.
like, I mean,
It
I'm not one to get emotional like that
yeah.
either. So like it really hit me.
It hit me too. It really hit me, especially when he was bringing up like doing stuff with his kids. I was like, man,
Yeah, like
because like it
yeah,
just made
picking up
me
his
think like it made me think about it. Like, man, if that got taken away from me, if that just got taken away, like what part of my mentality would I have? I don't
basically
know.
being able to parent. Like
Yeah,
it basically took away, yeah, that like
I
you'll never
don't
get that back.
know. And you take that for granted. You take that the little things. You sit there and you go, oh, you know, maybe I didn't play catch with him today, or maybe we didn't go to the park today. It's okay. We could do it tomorrow, and then it gets taken from you, and you don't even think about it. So I just was like, man, from every day, I need to just be just a little bit more positive. I'm pretty positive every day, but maybe just be a little bit more positive. And then working for where I work, we had a work meeting and our vice president was there and he said something that resonated with me too, where if you leave work and you're tired and you go in your car, you're like, man, I'm tired. That's good because it means you gave everything you had. And if you're giving everything you have, then only positive things can come from it. And I sat there in my car after that and I was like, man, like Chris Johnson saying that be positive, be positive. He's given everything he's got that he can give right now. And am I doing the same? So I took it from and I applied it to work. I'm applying it to being a parent now. Like
You have to. I mean, that's
everything I got, all 100%. And I'm gonna tell my kids the same thing when they grow up that you got to give everything you got. And I mean, we started the episode with talking about like this podcast. I mean, you're giving everything you got. You told me the one day when we sat at uh the restaurant and
Pounders.
we were talking,
Yeah,
yeah, Pounders.
Pounders.
You were like, I just decided like it's time to go. It's time to do it. And your wife pushed you to do those things. So I mean, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. And everybody could take that from Chris Johnson.
I mean, you hit it right there, man. It's just, yeah. I mean, seriously. I mean, regardless of everything going on, I mean, I'm pulling for him. I'm pulling for his family. His wife Brittany, and just, God bless him. Seriously, and it's
Yeah.
and that's the thing too. It's like I don't want to like view it as like he's gone. Like he's still
I
here
know.
with us. So it's like everybody really could take away from that like a
And
lot.
that's why I say like I really hope the NFL does something for him. I
Yeah,
really
and they
hope
will.
that they make and I don't want him to be like the mascot. Don't do that to him. Don't do that. But do something where people are seeing him or his story is out there more and just players and everybody else around can take something from it. It's incredible.
Absolutely, man. Well, regardless of the Hall of Fame debates and everything like that, he definitely brought excitement.
Oh yeah.
You got a favorite CJ 2K moment?
I really don't because uh, when he was playing, I wasn't the biggest Tennessee fan. Uh, I knew of him because I played Madden. So anytime someone was using him in Madden, I was like, oh, here we go. I'm just gonna get torched every time. But I mean, I was looking at some of his games, those games against the Texans, the Jaguars game. I mean,
The Gus Johnson game.
dude,
That's my
dude was
favorite.
incredible.
It was that game. That was when Gus Johnson was still making calls in the NFL, and every single time he touched the ball, Gus Johnson was going crazy. He had he had an 89-yard run.
89-yard run.
Yeah. He had over 228 rushing yards that game.
And he only touched the ball like 16 or 15 times that game. And he
It
averaged
was a
like
crazy game.
13 yards a carry. Like, oh my
We just
gosh.
He went off. He literally just went off. Like every time he touched it, he bounced. That's the thing too. It's like he was known for speed, but yeah, he would bounce off defenders.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't even tackle him. It was, yeah. I mean that's smash mouth football too.
He was causing havoc in fantasy leagues. Everybody wanted him. I mean, everyone wanted him. It was like when he was playing up, yeah, the number one pick, you already know who was. Just take him off the board. He's gone.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, God bless Chris Johnson. Seriously,
Absolutely.
I'm pulling for him. This I guess this journey, and we'll just could just be praying on it and just being grateful for what we have. I mean, that's all we can be.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro.
Well, yo, brother, I appreciate you getting on. I hope that you're
Absolutely.
gonna be on a lot more. You can be on next week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love having you co-host, man.
I do too, bro.
But
I'm so happy. Thank you again, man, for the opportunity.
no,
I'm so
man, it's
happy.
I wouldn't have had it any other way, man. I would I can't imagine having anybody else debating this type of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely,
But
bro. I mean, this is what we would be doing if we weren't on the podcast. We'd still be texting about
we'll be texting,
it.
yeah, calling during the game.
there's
But
there's one other thing that we would be texting about, and we probably text more about that than our sports talk, and that's our random movie quotes. And eventually, I think eventually fans will get to see our movie quotes that come out of nowhere. That they're gonna be like, "Wait, was he just quoting that movie?" Like, yes, we were. Because what you guys don't know is when we're not talking sports, we're watching movies and then we're quoting the movies.
boy, man, we were just quoting what Orange County the other
Orange County Idiocracy is a top one
night.
for us.
Cable guy.
Cable Guy is a very big one for us, and then
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers.
I mean,
Those
yeah, I
are like
love it,
top
man.
three.
Seriously. But yo, man, seriously, thank
Yeah,
you for
bro.
getting on. And yeah,
Absolutely.
if you be on next week, man, that'd be
I'll
awesome.
be
I
there.
love having you on.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right. All right. If you love today's episode, please follow. Like I said last week, these are going to get better and better. I promise you that. But yeah, please subscribe. We're going to have a new episode every single week. This could be a lot of fun. Blair is going to be on there all the
Yep.
time. But yeah, that'll do it for Jay by the Bay for episode 2. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Until next time, take care.